The engine oil you're putting in your GMC right now could be slowly destroying it, and you probably have no idea. Walk into any auto parts store, and you'll see dozens of oil bottles. They all claim to be the best. They all promise maximum protection. But here's what they don't tell you. Some of these oils can cause sludge buildup, accelerate wear, void your warranty, and cost you thousands in repairs. Today, I'm breaking down the 7 types of engine oil you should never use in your GMC. And more importantly, the 5 oils that actually protect your engine and keep it running strong past 300,000 miles. Here's the problem. Engine oil isn't universal. What works perfectly in a Honda Civic might destroy your GMC's 5.3 LV8. What's fine for a diesel truck could damage your catalytic converter. And what the guy at the quick lube place recommends, that might void your warranty. GMC engines, particularly the 5.3L and 6.2 LV8S, have specific requirements. Ignore these requirements, and you're setting yourself up for timing chain stretch, excessive oil consumption, sludge buildup, and premature engine failure. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which oils to avoid, why they're problematic, and which oils actually provide the protection your GMC needs. You'll also learn how to read oil specifications so you can make informed decisions instead of trusting marketing hype. Stick around to the end, because I'm revealing the one oil specification that most GMC owners completely ignore. Yet it's the difference between warranty coverage and a $6,000 engine repair you have to pay for yourself. Real quick, if you're finding this useful, hit subscribe. I post GMC maintenance videos every single week. Oil Category 1. Never use wrong viscosity oils. Let's start with the most common mistake, using the wrong viscosity. Your owner's manual specifies a particular oil viscosity for a reason. It's not a suggestion. It's a requirement based on your engine's design, tolerances, and operating conditions. Most newer GMC trucks call for 0W20 or 5W30. Older models might specify 5W30 or 10W30. These numbers aren't arbitrary. The first number is the cold weather viscosity. The second number is the hot weather viscosity. Using oil that's too thick causes problems at startup. Your oil pump struggles to circulate it. Critical components don't get lubrication fast enough. Over time, this causes accelerated wear, particularly on your timing chain and variable valve timing components. Using oil that's too thin is equally problematic. At operating temperature, thin oil doesn't maintain adequate film strength between moving parts. Metal-to-metal contact increases, wear accelerates, oil consumption goes up. Here's a real-world example. Say your 2019 Sierra calls for 0W20, but you use 10W30 because thicker is better. On a cold morning, that 10W30 flows like molasses. Your timing chain doesn't get adequate lubrication for the first 30 seconds. Do this repeatedly, and your accelerating timing chain stretch, a $1,200 repair. Conversely, if your 2015 Yukon calls for 5W30, but you use 0W20 to improve fuel economy, you're sacrificing protection. At highway speeds on a hot day, that 0W20 might not maintain adequate film strength. Result? Increased wear and potential oil consumption issues. Always use the viscosity specified in your owner's manual. If you're unsure, check the oil fill cap. It usually lists the recommended viscosity. But using the right viscosity isn't enough if the oil lacks a critical certification that GM requires. Oil Category 2. Never use non-certified oils. This is huge, and most GMC owners have no idea about it. General Motors requires Dexos certification for oils used in their newer engines. If your GMC is 2011 or newer, it likely requires Dexos 1 Gen 2 certified oil. What is Dexos? It's GM's proprietary oil specification. To earn Dexos certification, an oil must pass rigorous testing for oxidation resistance, deposit control, wear protection, and fuel economy. Not all oils meet these standards. Here's why this matters. If you use non-Dexos oil in an engine that requires it, and you have engine problems during the warranty period, GM can deny your warranty claim. You'll be stuck with a repair bill that could run $5,000 to $8,000. But it's not just about warranty coverage. Dexos oils are specifically formulated for GM engines. They provide better protection against the specific issues GM engines face: timing chain wear, piston ring deposits, and oil consumption. How do you know if an oil is Dexos certified? Look for the Dexos logo on the bottle. It's usually on the front label. Don't trust oils that say meets Dexos requirements or Dexos compatible. Those aren't certified. They just claim to meet the standards. Certified Dexos oils include Mobil 1, Pennzoil Platinum, Valvoline Advanced, and Axdelco. Generic store brands and cheap oils typically aren't certified. If your GMC requires Dexos oil, don't compromise. The few dollars you save using non-certified oil isn't worth the risk. Now, even if you're using the right viscosity and certification, there's a type of oil that can actually harm your engine if used incorrectly. Oil Category 3. Never use high-mileage oils in low-mileage engines. High-mileage oils are marketed for vehicles with over 75,000 miles. They contain seal conditioners and additives designed to reduce oil consumption and prevent leaks in older engines. Sounds good, right? The problem is, when people use high-mileage oil in engines that don't need it, those seal conditioners work by causing seals to swell slightly. In an older engine with hardened, shrinking seals, this is beneficial. But in a newer engine with healthy seals, it can cause problems. Excessive seal swelling can lead to increased friction, premature seal failure, and even oil leaks. You're solving a problem that doesn't exist while creating new ones. I've seen GMC owners with 40,000 miles on their truck switch to high-mileage oil because they think it's better protection. It's not. It's different protection designed for different conditions. Use high-mileage oil when you actually have high mileage and you're experiencing oil consumption or minor leaks. Don't use it preventatively on a low-mileage engine. For engines under 75,000 miles with no oil consumption issues, stick with standard synthetic oil in the correct viscosity with proper certification. But there's another category of oil that people use thinking they're getting better protection when they're actually risking expensive damage. Oil Category 4. Never use diesel-rated oils in gasoline engines. Diesel engine oils and gasoline engine oils are formulated differently. They have different additive packages designed for different combustion processes and emission systems. Diesel oils typically have higher levels of ZDDP, zinc dialkyl dithiaphosphate, an anti-wear additive. This is necessary for diesel engines, which operate under higher compression and stress. But in a gasoline engine with a catalytic converter, excessive ZDDP can cause problems. The zinc and phosphorus can coat the catalyst, reducing its effectiveness. Over time, this can lead to catalytic converter failure, a $1,500 to $2,000 repair. Some people use diesel oil in gasoline engines because they think the extra ZDDP provides better protection. For modern engines with catalytic converters, this is misguided. Older engines without catalytic converters can sometimes benefit from diesel oils, but modern GMC trucks? Absolutely not. How do you identify diesel oil? Look at the API service rating on the bottle. If it says CK4 or CJ4, it's diesel oil. Gasoline oils will say SP or SN+. Stick with oils specifically formulated for gasoline engines. They're designed to protect your engine while preserving your emission system. Now, here's a mistake that seems harmless but can lead to serious engine damage. Oil Category 5. Never use expired or old stock oils. Engine oil doesn't last forever on the shelf. Over time, additives can settle, separate, or degrade. The base oil can oxidize. The result is oil that doesn't provide adequate protection. Most engine oils have a shelf life of about 5 years when stored properly. But here's the problem. You don't know how long that oil has been sitting on the store shelf or in a warehouse before you bought it. Discount stores and small shops sometimes sell old stock at reduced prices. That $15 jug of synthetic oil that's normally $30, it might be 4 years old. How can you tell? Check the bottle for a manufacturing date code. It's usually printed on the bottom or back of the bottle. If there's no date code, or if the oil is more than 2 years old, don't use it. Also, inspect the oil visually. Fresh oil should be clear and consistent in color. If you see separation, cloudiness, or sediment, the oil has degraded. Using degraded oil is worse than using cheap oil. At least cheap oil has fresh additives. Degraded oil might not provide adequate protection at all. Buy oil from reputable retailers with high turnover. Avoid deep discount oils unless you can verify their fresh stock. But even fresh, properly certified oil can be the wrong choice if it falls into this next category. Oil Category 6. Never use conventional oil in high-performance engines. If you've got a GMC with the 6.2 LV8 found in Denali models, the Sierra AT4, and high-performance variants, you need synthetic oil. Period. Conventional oil, even high-quality conventional oil, doesn't provide adequate protection for high-performance engines. These engines run hotter, operate at higher RPMs, and generate more stress on oil molecules. Conventional oil breaks down faster under these conditions. It forms deposits more readily. It doesn't maintain viscosity as well at high temperatures. Synthetic oil is engineered at the molecular level for consistent performance. It resists breakdown, maintains viscosity across a wider temperature range, and provides better protection against deposits. Some people use conventional oil in high-performance engines to save money. A conventional oil change might cost $40 versus $70 for synthetic. But when you're driving a $60,000 truck with a high-performance engine, saving $30 on an oil change is false economy. Engine repairs for these high-performance V8s are expensive. A timing chain replacement runs $1,500. An engine rebuild runs $6,000 or more. Synthetic oil is cheap insurance. If your GMC has the 6.2L V8, or if you tow heavy loads regularly, or if you drive in extreme conditions, use synthetic oil. Don't compromise. And finally, here's the category that catches more people than any other. Oil Category 7. Never use universal, cheap oils. Walk into a discount store, and you'll see generic motor oil for $12 per 5-quart jug. The label says, works in all vehicles, and meets all manufacturer specifications. It's tempting. You're saving $20 compared to name brand oil. But here's what you're actually getting. The bare minimum. These cheap oils meet the absolute minimum API standards. They're not Dexos certified. They don't have advanced additive packages. They're formulated to be good enough for the widest range of vehicles, which means they're not optimized for any specific vehicle. Your GMC engine has specific needs. It needs protection against timing chain wear. It needs deposit control for direct injection systems. It needs oxidation resistance for extended drain intervals. Cheap universal oils don't provide these specific protections. They'll keep your engine from seizing, but they won't keep it running optimally. I've seen the inside of engines that ran on cheap oil for 100,000 miles. They're full of sludge. The timing chains are stretched. The piston rings are caked with deposits. These engines might still run, but they're not healthy. Compare that to engines that ran on quality synthetic oil. At 150,000 miles, they're clean inside, minimal deposits, tight tolerances. They run like they have half the mileage. The difference in cost? Maybe $200 over 100,000 miles. The difference in engine condition? Thousands of dollars. Don't use cheap universal oils in your GMC. Your engine deserves better. Now that you know what to avoid, let me tell you exactly which oils you should be using. The 5 oils that actually work. Oil 1, Mobil 1. Specific formulations. Mobil 1 is one of the most trusted synthetic oils, and for good reason. It's Dexos 1 Gen 2 certified, provides excellent wear protection, and has a proven track record in GMC engines. For most GMC trucks, you want Mobil 1, Advanced Fuel Economy, 0 W20, or Mobil 1 5 W30, depending on your engine's requirements. Mobil 1 excels at high temperature protection, which is critical for GMC's V8 engines. It maintains viscosity even under extreme stress, like towing in hot weather. The only downside? It's pricey. Expect to pay $25.30 per 5-quart jug, but the protection is worth it. Oil 2. Pennzoil Platinum. Pennzoil Platinum is made from natural gas using a gas-to-liquid process. This results in a purer base oil with fewer impurities than conventional refining methods. It's Dexos 1 Gen 2 certified and provides excellent cleanliness. Engines running Pennzoil Platinum tend to have fewer deposits and stay cleaner internally. Pennzoil Platinum is particularly good for direct injection engines, which are prone to carbon buildup. The cleaner base oil helps minimize deposits. Price is comparable to Mobil 1, around $25–28 per 5-quart jug. Oil 3, Valvoline Advanced Full Synthetic. Valvoline Advanced is another Dexos 1 Gen 2 certified oil that performs well in GMC engines. It's formulated with anti-wear additives that provide excellent protection for timing chains and valve train components. Valvoline is often slightly cheaper than Mobil 1 or Pennzoil, usually around $22–25 per 5-quart jug, making it a good value option without sacrificing quality. It's widely available and frequently on sale at auto parts stores, making it convenient and economical. Oil 4. Castrol Edge. Specific formulations. Castrol Edge uses fluid titanium technology, which is their proprietary additive package designed to reduce friction and provide strong film strength. Make sure you get the Dexos 1 Gen 2 certified version. Not all Castrol Edge formulations are certified, so check the label carefully. Castrol Edge performs particularly well under high stress towing, high temperatures, extended drain intervals. It maintains protection even when conditions are harsh. Price is similar to Mobil 1, around $25.30 per 5-quart jug. Oil 5. AC Delco Dexos 1 Full Synthetic. ACD Delco is GM's house brand, so you know it's formulated specifically for GM engines. It's the oil that GM uses in their vehicles at the factory. If you want to play it completely safe and ensure you're using exactly what GM recommends, ACE Delco is the way to go. It's Dexos 1 Gen 2 certified, provides excellent protection, and is often competitively priced, especially at GM dealerships or when on sale. The only downside is availability. It's not as widely stocked as Mobil 1 or Pennzoil at regular auto parts stores. If this video helped you figure out which oil to use, check out my video on making your GMC last over 300,000 miles. I cover the complete maintenance schedule that keeps your truck running strong. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.